Hello YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. Yes, I am cheaper and better than the BBC. Well, that's my catchphrase, so get used to it. So, what are we talking about today? Well, this is going to be the third 60th anniversary special, because there were three of them. So this is going to be the third 60th anniversary special, the giggle. And how the giggle starts on this particular occasion, tenants come back into London and things like that. But how this starts is with our future enemy, as we all know. So it starts in Soho, 1925, when a man comes in to buy a puppet, and he does buy a puppet. And that, but the bloke says, oh, he's gonna, his family and that. He says, no, I just want him, and that's it. And so he gets the puppet from the toy master, and then, well, the toy maker, and then the toy maker says, oh, I suppose you're used to warmer climes. And he says, no, I was born in Cheltenham all my life. Now, that's a bit of, that is definitely a bit of racism right there, isn't it? You know what I mean? So that's what I have to point out. You get this all the way through, basically, and that it's not needed. I don't know why the BBC have done this, but it's not needed. It really has, in a way, spoiled a decent 60th anniversary DVD in that way. I see it as purely entertainment. I'm not where he's battling the toy maker and things like that, but it is bad. In my opinion, this is the worst one of all. The third one is the worst one, where it points it all out. So you got it pointed out right at the beginning of this particular episode. So there is a bit of workery there, and then it goes on from there, where he takes it all back and they rip the head off and put it on. And future, Logie Baird is there making future, seeing an image, a first steady image of a puppet, and that, and he says, oh, it's a pity it's not moving picture because it looks like a photograph. And then its jaw drops, and that's basically it. And it goes on from there, and then it starts from there. And then after, when it's done all its credits and the music, which I do like the music, I do like the new way of doing things on the beginning and things like that, where the TARDIS is going round and that. I like all the introduction bit and things like that. And then in the next scene you see David Tennant and Donna Noble walking round, and he says, he steps in front of a car and says, what's going on? And they tell him, so how well this started, and everyone's right. So I'm right. This is my road. I'll do with what I want. Everything is in chaos, basically, because of the toy maker. Everything is in chaos, and then Unit comes and says, "Oh, the doctors, please stand there and stay there," and things like that, and off they go. They do pick him up. Donna Nova says, "You go with them, and I'll make sure my family," and that, and she does. And then in the next scene, I mean, Donna is supposed to be making sure the family is safe, but then in the next scene, when they're on the tower, you see the Doctor and Donna together. It's very confusing in that way. And so they're all at unit headquarters and that, and and Kate Lethbridge Stewart comes out, hugs the Doctor. There's a lot of hugging in this, I must admit, and then it goes from there, and then as he enters in and he stood there, Unit's telling him what's going on, and then Doctor says, Mel, oh Mel, oh Mel, Mel's there, Bonnie Langford, Mel from Sylvester McCoy's Doctor. He and then Donna says, oh, I'm not the first redhead, and Bonnie Langford says, no, I'm the first, which she was, and things like that, and it goes on from there. And then Kate Lethbridge Stewart says, shows the Doctor what's really going on, and he looks at the brain scan waves and things like that. Then Kate Lethbridge Stewart goes a bit berserky, brainwaves go a bit berserk, and she takes it off and she says, we're under attack from an alien with two hats, and that's it. I mean, it's things like, start accusing, and then she turns to Shirley, who's the scientist in the wheelchair, and she goes, I've seen you walk out of that wheelchair. You know what I mean? And things like that, and that's the workery start, that's the racism and things like that. As we all know, Shirley is not wheelchair bound. She can move, she can stand up, and she can walk, walk only for a short distance of time. She needs the wheelchair to get around. That's it. She's not wheelchair bound. He's the scientist, and this is what people are complaining about and things like that. And plus, you have a right to complain in a way, because they've took the Doctor Who series and trashed it basically. In my opinion, yes, it won't stop me from watching this, because I found it at the time very enjoyable. But I've got to watch this, then I've got to pick it apart, and that's what I'm doing. I'm picking it apart. If I wasn't picking it apart and I'd say, oh yeah, Doctor Who, yeah, very good, see you later, I wouldn't be being truthful to my subscribers, would I? Now I am being truthful, and yes, it's part of my collection, and yes, I still would watch it with all the racism in it. I still watch it. It doesn't mean to say that I'm racist, because I'm not. At the end of the day, I'm just pointing out how far the BBC have fallen, and the BBC have fallen really, really, really downhill as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? So as David Tennant is working out, and put the band back on Kate Lethbridge to get her brainwaves back to a kind of normality, and then he turns around and says, "Where, because of this puppet." He works out this face has been in this monitor for worldwide. Where does it come from? And David Tennant turns around to scientist Shirley and says, "Find out where it originates from," and she does, and things like, and it comes from Soho, 1925. She gives him the exact address, and he said, and then Kate Lethbridge Stewart says, "We've been waiting. We can knock out a satellite with a ray gun, but we've been waiting for permission." And the Doctor said, "Well, you got my permission." Because every politician's gone absolutely mad. You know what I mean? There was one shot of a politician on telly, and it rings so true today, and he says basically to the voters, "Why should I care about you? No change." And Donna says, "No change there then." And there isn't. You know what I mean? So everyone's blaming everyone. Everyone's right and everyone's wrong. Opinions are literally clashing and causing mass riot. It's a no-win situation when you think about it, and things like that. And that's how that's come about. And then the Doctor says, "Where's the TARDIS?" And he says, "Oh, it's 316 there." And so he goes over to the TARDIS. Donna gets in, and off they go. And then the landing, Soho, London, 1925. He says, "John Logie Baird come from here, but where did the puppet come from?" And he sees a toy shop, and then he looks through the window and he sees who we know as the toy maker, and he knows he's in trouble. He knows he's being found out by the Doctor, and then the Doctor goes in. So does Donna, and then Donna is the one who says, "Stop it," and he goes, and the time maker goes, "Donna Noble, and so what? You know who I am?" And he says, "I thought you would have had balls." So that's the other wokery bit of it as well. And then the Doctor says to Donna, "Go back to the TARDIS," and she says, "Oh well, you never say that." And then the toy maker says, "Yeah, but he's working out who I am," and penny drops. He knows who he is and things like that. And then off it goes, and then he says about the first game, which were a ball game, and he's doing a bit of juggling and throwing, and he's catching his Tennant and things like that. And then he says, "What is the second game invented?" And he says, "Oh, hide and seek," and then he runs off, and then they follow, and then that's it, corridors after corridor. Don't forget, he doesn't come from this world, but he's ruled by the games. If anyone challenges him to a game, he's got to accept, and it's as simple as that. And then he goes in, Donna goes into a room, where she gets attacked, and she wins, and she wins, and she gets her doll, and she braces it against the head against the thing. I don't think that should have been seen at all, but it was. You see Catherine Tate with a doll banging the doll against a wall, like bang bang, and you're gone and things like that. So then she meets the doctor again. Don't forget, all this is through the toy maker and things like that, and then suddenly, you know, it all starts, and then it's like a show. It's a world premiere and all this, yeah. And then he's telling the story of Amy Pond and Clara and Bill and all that, and we're all gone. And then the Flux, and they've all gone, and then Donna says, "Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm already running," and they're running, and but they're gonna play a game, and he sits and he challenges, I challenge you to a game, and then the toy maker goes, he's got to accept it. Accepted. Donna says he'll cheat, and Doctor says, "Oh no, he won't. He's bound by the game," which he is bound by the game. Ice card, which you're going to play, cut and that, and they do that, and okay, David Tennant loses, but David Tennant does say, "I won the last game, you won this game, this is a draw, so we need to play again, best of three." And the toy maker says, "Let's make it in 2023," and poof, oh, that's it. And Donna Noble is, David Tennant says, "Run," and Donna says, "I'm already running," which she is, and run out of the shop, back to 2023. And that's where all the fun begins, with the toy maker, with the Spice Girls and all that, and throw it out. Turning bullets into rose petals, which I think is I thought it was a good effect at the time. But, and then it becomes where he gets to the ray gun, and he says he's not leaving yet. David Tennant gives him a chance, and he doesn't want that chance. Fine. And then suddenly David Tennant gets a laser and the time maker says, "Well, I played the first game with a doctor, now I'll play the second game with you. Now I want to play the third game with a new doctor." So, and Mel, Bonnie Langford's character and Catherine Tate's character says, "Well, he won't die on his own. No, I will stand by him," and all that. And they says, "Well, he's not dying." And says, "Yes, we know. You're going to be somebody else." Mel says, "You're going to be awesome and amazing," and things like that. Don't worry about it. And then, what we thought of the regeneration was going to start, it didn't. It was something new, something different. I've read about it, but it's something new and something different. And then after when it all happened, and David Tennant says to both of them, "Pull." So they pulled, and here comes Nuguk Nigatwa, Doctor. And then Nuguk Nigatwa says, "Push," and the push, and that's it. He's there as the Doctor by generation, what they call it. And it's never happened before. When Nuguk Nigatwa's Doctor, the 15th Doctor, goes into it, says, "Oh, well, by generation is a myth." You know what I mean? I never thought it was true until now, basically. So, by generation has never happened before. I don't know why they've gone down there. I can understand it, but why do it to the Doctor? I don't really know. And then you got Catherine Tate says, "Oh, he comes in different colours," and David Tennant go, "Yes." And then Mel, Nuguk Nigatwa turns to Mel, and the Mel goes, "Well, you're amazing, you're awesome and amazing," and all happy and that. And then he says, "What's going on?" And then the both Doctors challenge the toy maker to, "We challenge you to a game." And then the toy maker, "Which game?" And it's the 15th Doctor what says, "The first game ever invented," and then the toy maker says, "Catch." And this is where the toy maker presents the rules. First one to drop the ball wins. Well, if you drop it, you lose. If you catch it, you win. So they're playing catch basically on a tall building, or supposed to be a tall building. Don't forget the toy maker killed all the men around, all the ground crew around that gun. because he said to Kate Lethbridge Stewart, well, they'd still be falling. You didn't see it, you didn't need to see it. But then they start playing catch with the new Doctor and David Tennant. So you got the 14th and the 15th Doctor around. Yes, they're on the same timeline. It's a bit strange because if you listen to the Doctor through this reboot series, he can't exist on his own timeline. Now, two Doctors, the two same Time Lords cannot exist on on the same timeline, basically. Well, these are, and that, and it all goes from there. And obviously, the Time Maker, he he misses the catch, and he well, he's dropped the ball. He's lost, and David Tennant says, "Well, my prize will be to banish you forever," and that's what happens. He banishes, and then the Time Maker says, "Wait until someone, wait until someone comes," and then he's put in a box, and Kate Lethbridge Stewart says, "Put this box down in the lowest depths of the vault and encase it in salt." That's what they do. And then it's all explained where the 15th Doctor goes up and says, "Well, look, you're tired. You've got to stop running, basically." And he says, "Why can't everyone live?" Did David Tennant, and they really took David Tennant's, especially the 14th Doctor, and trashed it basically. And I don't know if they're going to do the same with Nugget Gatwa, but it feels very strange. We all know Nugget Gatwa is what he is. He's a gay man. We all know this. But relief is relief. Yeah, I mean, I like what I saw with on there with Nugutny. I really did, and I'm thinking, well, is the 15th Doctor going to work out? Well, time will tell. I'll know when I watch the Church on the Ruby Road. I've yet to see that. I haven't got that here. I have got it, but it's not here. It's down at Jen's. So I will review that when I can, basically. But we'll see in May if the new Doctor is going to be any good. Some people do say to me, well, they think the new Doctor is going to trash the BBC Doctor Who. Well, I'm not saying it won't happen. You could be right, but then again, you could be wrong. But we'll see. If they continue with this work, I mean, Nugget Gatwa's Doctor says to the other, how's it going to work? Because I'm not giving up the TARDIS. And Nugget Gatwa says, well, what if we're still playing the game for one more seconds, and last seconds of the game? And he goes, stand back. He says, I want my prize, and he hits the TARDIS, and obviously he gets into a TARDIS. That's it. New two TARDISes. So David Tennant looks in both, and he says, "You're not leaving without saying goodbye." He said, "No, would I ever do it?" What I like about Nugget Gatwa's Doctor in this particular episode is where he says, "I love you both, but get out," and off he goes, and that's it. And then David Tennant says, "Well, I've never seen this before." And he sees it, and then he's got a TARDIS, and he's got a TARDIS, and that, and off into the new adventure. Destination is Christmas. I have seen the Church on Ruby Road, but I can't really do a review on it properly until I get the physical copy like I have here. But there you go. But yes, there was workery, even in with the new TARDIS. They do point out in the new TARDIS, and David Tennant flips it and says, "Oh, wheelchair accessible," and St. Shirley says, "Oh, well, it's about time you come up into the 21st century." It's all racism, basically, and that's what the giggle episode was fully about, racism. Even the Time Maker saying to the young chap, "Oh, well, you must be used to warmer climates," making out that he's not white, but he's brown skinned, and the bloke said, "No, I was born here in Cheltenham," and things like that. That didn't need it to be pointed out. You know what I mean? Why point that out? Like I said, the BBC are trying to please everyone, and they can't do it. In the full sum up of this, where do I see this? I think all three, at first glance, are very good to watch. if you just have it as entertainment. If you like most people, and a lot of Doctor Who fans are like this, will pick it apart. If you dig into it, you'll find what I found, and that. So I think the BBC should hang their head in shame. Why have you done it? I don't know, but they have. So the racism is going to continue even in the new Doctor. It's a bit bad, I think. You know what I mean? But in summing up, first, Star, the Starbeast, Wild Blue Yonder, and the Giggle. On the face of it and on paper, yes, I did enjoy watching them. It is entertainment. But for this video, for me, for making this video review for this purpose, BBC need to get their act together. They can't, they must learn. They can't please everyone. And it's as simple as that. I'm a Doctor Who fan. Yes, I will collect it. Will I get the new Doctor? Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I'll have to watch the new Doctor, then make my mind up from there. I most probably will, because I want to keep the collection going. You know what I mean? And things like that. So the racism starts. It started with Peter Capaldi's Doctor, and then it went over to Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. Now it's gone over to David Tennant's 14th Doctor, and has it gone over to the 15th Doctor? Only time will tell. But like I say, is the BBC in danger of wrecking Doctor Who for everyone? I think so, I really do. I think how they're filming it is wrong. What they're pointing out is wrong, in my opinion. And that's it. So, if you're still here and you still like this, yes, I know it's going to be a long video, but bear with me. You know what I mean? I've had to say a lot in this one. So, as in all of summing up, yes, I'll put them into my collection, and most probably I will watch them again as entertainment. And try and forget all the wokery and that, which will be impossible in any case. So, if you're still here, please give me a like. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another video. Come back from time to time to make sure that you still subscribe to me, because I am being told that some people are being unsubscribed to this channel. So please make sure that you still subscribe, because YouTube algorithm has an habit of unsubscribing people, and that's where I can see it coming from. So please make sure you still subscribe. Please share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like X, Facebook, Instagram and Twitch, and also use the comment section below this video, and I do try and answer all videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. See you later.